Still a tiny bit of Christmas around. This is Kennett Square in Pennsylvania. It's kind of at that tippy edge where Pennsylvania and Delaware and Maryland are all close together. It's really close to Longwood Gardens. And we're going to check out the Main Street, play a little Main Street bingo. Look at some really old buildings and have a nice walk today. We're starting at the American Legion Hall here on the Main Street. The Main Street is State Street. And dreadfully, I have to talk really fast and loud because there's music blaring right next to me. Hope everybody is having a great evening. Thank goodness it's Friday. It's been a really long week. And it is 35 degrees, which feels absolutely toasty warm compared to how it's been recently here in Maryland, Virginia, Pennsylvania. It's been absolutely really super cold. I think we had a stretch of like 11 straight days where the temperature did not get above freezing at all, like not even for a minute during the day. So things are starting to melt a little bit. And I don't know anything about this Main Street, but I think we can assume that this is definitely an old house, probably dating back to the mid to early 1800s here on the Main Street. It is Letty's Tavern today. But let's take a look and check it out. Now, I've already noticed the streets are a little bumpy. There are some dips in the sidewalk. So if you do venture to Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, do be careful when crossing the street and walking on the sidewalk. Also, I noticed that, well, we'll see if it happens here. When I crossed the street to get over here, the pedestrian little crossing did not light up at all. So I wasn't sure when it was safe to cross. Like right now it's green, but it says not to cross. So at some point I'm going to have to cross. Okay. Good grief. And for a little tiny Main Street, the amount of huge trucks going down this street is surprising. Check this one out. This one may be some kind of a rehab or a renovation on something back in the day. Oh my gosh, these trucks! What the heck? Here's another look back at Letty's Tavern on the corner of Broad Street and State Street here in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania. And this truck will be coming right by me soon. It is surprising. It is so surprising. Hi, everyone in chat. Great to see you. Oh, my word. The noise. This is not a good grief. This is not a quiet Main Street, for sure. But a very historic Main Street. This is, was the main part of the main route getting across this part of the country between Maryland, Delaware, and Pennsylvania. And this building across the way is Sweets and Treats. We're definitely going to make a stop over there after I'm done walking. Hello, Rio. Nice to see you. Yeah, this is a Main Street that is a lot of restaurant here. This is a foodie Main Street here. So we've got Sweets and Treats, Mrs. Robinson's Tea Shop, and then La Tavola Italian Kitchen next to that. If you're playing Main Street Bingo with us, okay, we've got our historic banner, we've got our banners on our historic lampposts. So that's two squares on the bingo card that we can punch off. And the days are getting longer. So it's just about 4 o'clock here, but we've still got light outside. How nice is that? Now this is La Verona Italian cuisine. There's 2 Italians right next to each other. The Shop Marché for interior design and custom furniture, but check out that bay window at the top there. That's really nice. Hope everybody is having, well, a really happy Friday. It's been a busy week. More Christmas decorations that are still around. These have been converted to Valentine's decorations. How nice. I'm thinking that in this part of Pennsylvania, there must be no restriction on fully loud, ridiculous mufflers because the sounds of these trucks are unbelievable. Actually, I've never heard so many trucks so loud. This is Portobello's restaurant. How cute. And the tree is decorated with little hearts and cardinals for Valentine's Day. Hi, Sahib. Hello, Diego. Very nice to see you. Little Valentine's decorations. How cute. So as we walk this main street, you're going to probably notice a theme besides these ridiculous loud trucks. Okay, now I'm thinking this has to be a thing around here where everybody has the, what do they call it, unmodified or modified? The super loud mufflers just so they can flex, you know. But the theme that we'll see around here is mushrooms. I bet you didn't expect me to say that. Mushrooms. And the reason is Kennett Square, Pennsylvania is purported to be the mushroom capital of the world. Mushrooms are grown here and all around here. And there's a little mushroom ornament. You're going to see mushrooms everywhere. That's why I put the little mushroom in the title to the video, because this is the mushroom capital of the world. Oh, thank you for the little hearts. I appreciate that. And I do have the walking sign. It must be because this is a really busy main street. Like, no one cares. No one cares. Pedestrians, they don't care if there's a pedestrian. They're super loud. Wanted to get a view. There's an old-fashioned barber's pole on that building over there. It's kind of hard to see with all this traffic. Is crazy. Hi, Dual Shock. Nice to see you. The traffic is insane today. So the shop we just went past is Green-Eyed Lady. And this building here, obviously a newer office building. Do we count that as the town clock? I don't think so. We won't count that one as the town clock. I hope it gets quieter. This is awfully loud for a small town. Everybody with their ridiculous mufflers around here. See, where I live, you're not allowed to have those. Hey, Karen. It's great to see you, Karen. We're in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania. There's a little bit of ice left, but stuff is finally melting here. Check that out. The Grain Craft Bar and Kitchen, but it's not open. Don't know if looks like it might have seen its better days. I'm not sure. Across the way, Elements on State Street. That's cute. Filter with a PH. And then the Las Alondras Bakery. We'll go down this side of the street and then we'll come back up the other side of the street. Kennett Square, Pennsylvania purports to be the mushroom capital of the world. So you'll see mushrooms everywhere. And this is the mushroom cap. Mushrooms, gifts, and collectibles. All about mushrooms. Actually, quite cute. Cute. All about mushrooms. At the Mushroom Cap here on State Street in Kennett Square. Greek food there. So we've had Italian, Greek. We've had Letty's Pub. Oh, it's pouring rain. Oh my gosh, Karen, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's Mushroom Capital. Oh, you're hilarious, Karen. Actually, you're incredibly smart. That's very witty. That's very witty. Forage Bookstore looks like it's no more, but next to it, Kennett Jewelers is there. And check this building out here on the corner. We'll get a little closer in a minute. This is the Growing Tree Toy Shop here. And Bove Jewelers. Oh my God, Bove Jewelers. Here. I'm liking this building here though. Liking that one. Karen, yeah, somebody might have got there before you. I'm just stunned by the number of great big huge tractor trailers that are barreling down this little main street. I don't think I've ever seen that before. And super loud. Nomadic pies, sweet pies, savory pies, and quiche. Looks, oh my gosh, and smells wonderful. I just caught the smell. Wow. It smells fantastic. Nomadic pies here on State Street. Hey, model train boy! Taking your mom to Tamworth tomorrow for her first time of Valentine's Day. Oh, wow. Okay, where's Tamworth? You'll have to tell us what part of... I don't know exactly where that is. So tell us where Tamworth is. And model train boy, I hope you're doing well. It's a beautiful blue sky afternoon here. Still cold. It's only 34, 35 degrees here. As you can tell, we still have the snow here. It's been over 3 weeks of this snow, which is just outrageous for us. It's north of Kidderminster. Awesome. Well, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and catch a lot of trains tomorrow. So in this part of Pennsylvania, I'm gonna guess there's still some Quaker influence, but we'll probably see a mix of religious denominations around this area. This isn't heavy-duty Amish country or Quaker country, but you know, that's the Philadelphia heritage. Philadelphia is very close to here. I think about 30 minutes from where we are right now. And that's where I'll be tomorrow morning. Hopefully it'll be a little warmer. I hope. I will be in downtown Philadelphia early tomorrow morning for a little history walk. We'll see what we can see. We'll check out some of Ben Franklin's haunts. And do a little history hopping. Now, I'm going to give this one credit for historic funeral home. Doesn't look as old as some of the other architecture here, but we'll give that credit on our Main Street bingo card for historic funeral home. Oh, it does. It says established 1860. So definitely. Sorry, I'm shooting into the sun. So definitely we'll give that the historic funeral home box on the bingo card. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. You fell down the stairs. Oh my gosh. I'm really sorry to hear about that. Yeah, but as I get older, that's what I'm worried about. If you see the picture kind of, go crazy, the phone goes flying, it's because I've fallen in a hole. I'm always worried about potholes, getting my foot stuck. All right, we're gonna head, let's see, this would be, the sun is setting in the west. We're going south. Now we're heading south on, I thought I was gonna look at these streets. We're going south on Meredith Street. Oh, and there's a really good look at that building. That's a good one. The world's most, the Flying Scotsman. Wow. Oh my gosh, model train boy, that's awesome. Have you met Digger Evans? He's been in my channel a bit, and he's been posting shorts on his channel with his model, houses and elements for his train layout. My dad always did a train garden at Christmas. I have to dig up those photos. It's pretty impressive. And that's an old barn over there, close to the main street. Little old barn down here. We'll check out some of the houses off of the main. And this church here looks pretty impressive. Yeah, stay hydrated, stay warm. Winter will end soon. I am a winter person though. I do like the winter. This snow though, this has been rough. I mean, because you get this, so I'm gonna have to somehow trudge through that carefully and get a view of this church. Well, you know what? I'm gonna stay here because once I cross over, there's really no sidewalk on that. So, oh yeah, let's go. We'll cross over. Trying not to shoot into the sun either. Still, this traffic on these little streets. Maybe because it's rush hour. I don't know. End of day. People are driving like maniacs. I don't know. Let's check out this church. So this is, appropriate for March. This is St. Patrick's Catholic Church. And really hard to shoot into the sun. And now I'm walking in a big puddle of water. Oh, that's going to feel great later. Okay. Hi there, how are ya? Oh, you done with them? All done. I know. There's still some decorations up in the main street. They've taken the Christmas ornaments down and put Valentine's hearts up. Oh, so that looks really cool.
I tried to leave them up to the 1st of February, then it got away from me here with the weather and all.
Well, inside my house still has a few decorations up because with the snow outside, I still like to turn the lights on. It still looks pretty.
You hate to put it away.
Yeah. Well, thanks for chatting with me.
You're well. Happy Valentine's.
And same to you. So this one says it's established December something. Is that 1849? 1889. So this one is St. Patrick's Roman Catholic Church here in Kennett Square. And you can see these homes, Victorian, Queen Anne, and more modern homes that blend in. Look at these beautiful porches. I don't want to dwell on someone's personal home. That was a nice gentleman taking his Christmas wreaths down. It's time, sadly. All right, here's that big puddle again. Let's see if I, no, that's even a worse idea. Okay, let's not do that. I was gonna climb up on the little piece of ice to avoid walking in the water. No, SF 1965. No, I'm not gonna jump in the water. Nope. No. This is another more modern one, blending in with all the Queen Anne and Victorians here in the area. Now we do have a sidewalk here, so we're doing okay. Make our way back up to the main street and take a look at the other side of the street. Okay, is it just me, or have you ever heard trucks so loud? Maybe it's not picking up on the microphone here, but holy moly. All right, this is gonna be fun. Okay, walk in the tire tracks. That's probably the smart thing to do. Whew. When I fall, it'll be funny for all of you, I'm sure. Hello, Karen. Nice to meet you. No, this is not Chicago, although the snow makes it look like Chicago. This is Kennett Square. This is a small town in Pennsylvania known as the mushroom capital of the world. Yes, you heard me correctly. The mushroom capital. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? The mushroom capital of the world. Now this building here, when it's safe to cross, is the Masonic Lodge here in Kennett Square. I'm hoping someone stops for me. They probably won't. Okay, now we're good. Looks like an old one here. Hi, Anthony. Nice to see you. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm climbing. Now look, see, these are why. Be super careful everywhere you go. But that's a doozy of a sidewalk, and it's because of the tree roots pulling up that sidewalk. Oh, Hershey's not too far from here. I'd say 45 minutes west of here. Yeah. So this is an old Masonic lodge here. Hershey is great, not just for the amusement park and the chocolate world, but also the small town of Hershey is wonderful. There's the Hershey, is it the Hershey Diner or the Hershey Cafe? I forget what it's called. Hershey Pantry. It's called the Hershey Pantry. It's a little cafe. And it's wonderful. It's a nice main street. Maybe we should take a walk there. Yeah, old-timey, wimey construction for sure, but it's these big old, that's a beautiful tree. It's these big old trees with their big old roots in these sidewalks. Nice to have you join us, Karen and Anthony. Very nice. Oh, that's very kind of you, Karen. Karen with a K. All right, can I make it across? Nope. Be super careful here. Yeah, they're all driving like maniacs today. Everyone. Maybe they've had the kind of work week I've had and they just want to get the heck home. So don't blame them. Oh, U.S. Steel. Now that's a blue chip employer. got a little library here. Little lending library. Cute. Is this the post office? Over here. Don't know. Let's find out. Only one way to find out. All right, this is a hilly area. You know, we talk about Washington, D.C. and how flat it is. This is hilly. This is Linden Hall. Don't know what that is. They've got bird feeders all around. When you go to London on the 20th, you're going on the tube from London Paddington to Waterloo. I love Paddington Station. I like Liverpool Street Station. So I just posted a short yesterday of the interior of Liverpool Street. What a beautiful station. It's huge, very vibrant. Okay, anything up this little side street? No, very cool. Oh, look at that. Look at that little teeny tiny building. Let's check that one out. Oh, look at this one. Lots of very old construction here, for sure. That's a pretty blue. It's very tealy. Let me get out of the sun. But look at this one. That's quite nice. With the painted, what do we call those? Clapboards? Shingles. The painted shingles, that's what we call it. Front porches are awesome. Front porches are fabulous. Okay, so parking garage, if you need it. The Crown Forces encampment by midday on September 10th, 1777. 2 Crown Force, that would be the Brits, columns arrived at Kennett Square Village. 1 column camped east of the village along the circa 1723 road. Generals Howe, Cornwallis. This is a big, important area during the Revolutionary War. We are not too far from Valley Forge. We're a very, very short drive. Like, I don't know, 15 minutes, maybe, from Valley Forge. This is the Lambden House, 1841 for this one. Still has the original, or at least good reproduction glass in the windows. Check out the wavy glass in the windows. Nice. Now there's a mid-1800s there. Red brick, green shutters are always lovely. These little bricks here. 1858 to 1876. Now a law firm, a wealth management firm, and a dentistry, or a dentist. This one, 1844. And this one, 1841. Oh my gosh. Love these. Okay, whoops. If I can cross safely, I'll cross so we can get a better look. Is this New York? Hi, Samantha. This is Kennett Square, Pennsylvania. This is the village of Kennett Square, also known as the mushroom capital of the world. No kidding. All right, this is another 1841. I'll go across the street when I can. And this sidewalk is ice, so walking extra slowly. And this one is 1839. The Hiram Hall House. 1839. Let's find a safe place to cross the street to get a better look. Oh my gosh. Well, this one jumped out at me. Check that out. It looks a little bit on the creepy side. That's a little on the creepy side. Let's try to get the sun behind the house. Ah. Compass Realty. Okay, there's something about those chimneys that is super creepy. Bye, Model Train Boy. Hey, have a wonderful trip if I don't see you before your trip. Have a great time with your mom. And happy Valentine's Day. And across the road, this one also has to be early 1800s. I wouldn't be surprised if this were the oldest one, just by the look of it. I definitely wouldn't be surprised if this were not the oldest. All right, I'm gonna cross here because it seems, well, it did seem relatively safe. I'll wait a minute. And then we'll get a better view from across the street. Just some really beautiful homes in this area. And they all look like they've been very lovingly cared for sure. I wonder if this person would slow up. Just for a moment. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Okay, that wasn't very smart what I just did. I'm not going to do that again. I got a little impatient. Now check this one out. Are those parking meters? Yes, there are parking meters here. Good old-fashioned parking meters here because the main street is just the next block down. And when I got here, it was packed. So this main street is definitely popular. And so yeah, the parking meters come all the way down this side street. I always feel like when I find something interesting, I'm shooting into the sun. So apologies for the glare, and we're not going to get the best color on this house with the sun being so low. Yeah, that is creepy. I think we think this is creepy. But these are not creepy. So these are the ones I just walked past. The 1839 on the right, 1841 on the left. My guess would be that the family built the building on the right, and then a few years later had some other family members join them, and then they built the house on the left. These are just charming. And these are not your typical federal style. And it's this roof line that's really different. Unless the roof was added on later, it's still not quite, it's not quite federal. It's a cross between, like, you know, a standalone single home and a town home in the federal style. We're gonna have to look these up because these don't really fit into a good category. The roof doesn't match your typical federal, which we'll see tomorrow morning in downtown Pennsylvania. We will see lots of federal style homes walking through Philadelphia. I'm praying that some of the snow has been removed, because this is not easy it's not easy to cross the streets here, because it's not easy to get back on the sidewalks. But the problem is there's no place for the snow. It's not melting. So there's no place for it to go. It's still piled up. Oh, Vancouver Island. Beautiful. Now this is not a traditional federal style. We're going to have to look this style up, because you wouldn't, in a traditional federal would be plainer. The roof would not have that window. You wouldn't have the two chimneys on either side. It's like a compact single home. I'm quite intrigued. I'm glad I'm here. Giving me something to research for sure. All right, let's get back to the main street. Although the traffic is unreal here. This is the busiest main street I've ever been on. And maybe it's because it's rush hour, but I certainly didn't expect this much traffic on a main street. Maybe on an early Saturday morning it's not like this. Don't know. Got salt in my shoes. Back on the main street, away from the residentials. Checking out the shops. This is State Street. Which connects to Baltimore Pike, which is US Route 1, which connects Philadelphia to Baltimore. And then when you're south of Baltimore, it's Washington Avenue, because it connects Baltimore to Washington. You see the pattern there? US Route 1 goes all the way from Florida, all the way up to Maine, the entire East Coast. That's an old one over there. Whoever said they liked porches, there's a good porch right there. Back to Valley Forge. Did it maybe start out as a place with a business of forging metal? I wonder. It makes sense because of the rivers and the creeks and streams all around the Brandywine Valley and all of the rivers around here that end up in, I think, the Delaware River. There are a lot of mills, so there's mills, there's granaries. I would think there'd be a lot of industry around those rivers. So a forge makes sense. Don't know what Marilyn Monroe has to do with Kennett Square. But there's a sculpture of Marilyn Monroe here. And Sank Hair, Spa, and Nails is hiring. So if you're in Kennett Square or around it and you do hair and nails, Sank is hiring. So check it out. Now, could this have been an historic bank? I feel like we're not checking off a lot of items on our bingo card today. Obviously, with modern construction around it, I'm going to guess that this may have been our bank, but it's not still a bank, so we can't check it off the bingo card, because on the bingo card, a bank has to still be a bank. But we'll take a minute to admire this one. Now here's where we'll see more mushrooms. This is Mrs. Robinson's tea shop with the mushrooms. Cute. Mrs. Robinson's tea shop next to La Tavola Italian kitchen. This is a busy main street. Sweets and treats. That's a great sign. Sweets and treats. Might check that out. Sweets and treats. And this is an art gallery here on the corner. And back to Letty's Tavern. Definitely an historic building here on State Street in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania. Well, this is where I'm going to end my stream, my little jaunt around this high street, main street. It's a super busy street. I didn't expect it to be this busy or this loud, but definitely a place to visit if you're in or around Kennett Square, Pennsylvania. Check out the main street. I hope everyone has a fantastic evening and a wonderful weekend. I'll be in downtown I'll be in downtown Philadelphia tomorrow morning. Hope to see you there. Everyone, take care.
Making a cool video?
I'm trying to make a cool video.